Good evening, zombies, skeletons, and other reanimated dead, and welcome to another grave-creeping, busting, hands sticking out forth therefrom chapter of Blood from a Stone, a tale of love and dread in RPG. My name is Philip, and I am the Dreadmaster of this game, eminently quotable, and ensconcing me are our players. Say, good evening, players.
Good evening,
players.
I think I nearly wanted to say this, but then I was like, what? But then I kind of couldn't quite remember. I think that was I wanted to say, ensconcing me are 4 badass chicks from the Moulin Rouge. If you remember the Moulin Rouge, song that they did for the movie, where it was like a super song. Did you remember that?
Nope.
With Pink and Christina Aguilera? No one? Okay.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. You remember.
Yeah, I got it.
And
I'm with you.
there were 4 people, but I remember in one.
Other than that, Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Yeah, they were doing the Lady Marmalade.
Yeah.
But at some point, they saying there's a lyric that was 4 badass chicks from the Moulin Rouge.
No, I don't remember the lyrics of that song well enough.
That was funny. Pink is an interesting character, by the way. I'm not quite sure what I think Pink isn't quite as poppy as I thought, but also is. I don't know. It's interesting. Anyway,
well, Pink's got more of an edge to her stuff than Ariana Grande.
That's true. Anyway, how's everyone doing tonight?
Staggeringly normal.
Staggeringly normal?
Yeah.
Is that oxymoronic?
I would think so.
Okay.
Unless normally I'm always staggering.
But if you're see then yeah, okay. Pink has always had a punk vibe. Yeah, okay, fair enough. That's the edge I was
You know that she's punk and edgy because her name has an exclamation mark instead of an I.
I didn't in one of her songs, she says the waiter just took my table and gave it to Jessica Simpson. Because it to make the rhyme or the meter work, that really bugged me.
That's very odd.
But other people told me Pink was cool, and I was like, well, I don't know.
Bars.
Well, we have a very exciting situation here. If you all recall, when last we visited with these intrepid explorers, as they found themselves buried below the mountains, serving as a boundary to the Valley of Badairoth on their ill-fated mission. Various people slid separately down into the newly formed crevasses, which sort of split the cavern system onto 2 levels. Our heroes, well, those present are all on the lower level, trying to get to the higher level, where they suspect that Spellington and Urrek, who are so devoted to their Lady Elowen, it's borderline weird. So they all do something. I don't know what it is. There's some weirdness there. I don't know. Some weird stuff happens.
Some weird freaky stuff?
I think so. I mean, we're not I don't I bet it's I bet they don't have sex with her. I bet it's weirder than that.
What do you think? What is it, Urrek? What do you think it is?
What are you asking? What we do?
What
we
is
attend to every need.
They attend to every need. There's just
Her needs are interesting.
They definitely dress her.
Do you
Absolutely.
feed her?
Of course, you think we should address... No, she's not an infant. She can feed herself.
Well, I feed her.
Yeah. That being said, of
insist
course
on
we
it.
feed her sometimes. Yes.
She's an angel.
And they
She
comb
shouldn't use her.
and braid her hair.
Of course.
They apply liniments and ointments.
Tinctures and potions.
They apply so much stuff. They do her
Clovers and Blue Moon?
they do isn't there
I watch her feet after every single walking trip.
yeah, they
Once she stops, I go in.
I think they wash all of her.
No, that would be.
I don't know.
How dare you insinuate such?
I insinuate because I think I'm seeing it happening.
There's some
But
things that simple servants shouldn't see.
Yeah.
Right. like the scapulas.
Like
Exactly.
ankles.
Oof. Well, I've seen the ankle.
No. Wait. How can one wash feet without seeing ankles?
No, I think you clean
There's
all of
special
her...
guards for that.
No, I think you clean all of your body, but you guys blindfold yourselves before doing so. But that just
that's
makes it
even worse.
That just makes it hotter because your senses are heightened.
Is this guy spying on us?
Anyway,
I'm uncomfortable now.
yeah, good. Welcome, join the club of everyone else. So anyway,
Whoa, we don't make you guys uncomfortable, right?
do we, Atris?
Hey,
How's your
shut
dead
up.
brother? So
No, I don't make uncomfortable. Shadowlade, because he's dead.
that's fair. So the point of all of this is to say there are some vibes.
Herb.
But Spellington and Urrek are separated from their lady. Atris is separated from the only person after the death of his brother Shadowlade who he finds any possible sort of common ground with, being Alvin Theodore, the sort of stone statue groundskeeper with a big sword. Having slid down here, Atris, just because Atris is genuinely cursed, immediately found himself with Spellington and Urrek once again. Hattie also found her way to them. And they all found their paths crossing. Lito Fang, a dwarf, who knows these caves well, and in exchange for, I think it was it coin, gems, power, or secrets, was willing to try to get them back to their lady Elowen. Spellington sort of, I think handed over some coin just to be like, here you go. And they are currently being led by Lito. While making their way through these caves, they came to an area that Lito thought maybe would be like a crossing to what they're going to, but upon sort of Lito very expertly kind of parkoured, kicked his way, shimmied up some sheer rock faces and looked up. And though there was a passage, it would have been a bit of a hard ascent. And there was a sleeping beast, sleeping injured, kind of unconscious, I guess we should say. There was a beast with like a head wound, but kind of like stomach rising in sort of weird snores. And said beast was determined by sort of Urrek and Hattie to likely be a Sasquatch, which is some kind of strange creature from another realm entirely. So with Lito saying, okay, we can't make it past the Sasquatch, or you guys don't want to make it, we don't want to fight the Sasquatch, Lito began leading them, seeking a new passage. But then Lito paused, realizing that something was off, because horror surged, but hadn't surged just yet. Lito looked and realized that in the tumult, that there was a sort of stone wall that had ancient dwarven runes and glyphs carved into it from centuries before, time perhaps immemorial. Behind this was something that the dwarves who used to dwell in these mountains, even long before Jinmodeth's time, were hoping to keep hidden, hoping to keep buried. The dwarves, as they often do, delved too deep. And then we ended with a Evil Dead style rushing tracking shot as something seemed to come out of this and horror surged. That is where we left off. My friends, I'm actually going to speak about the system for a moment to all viewers here as well. We are adjusting this card system that we're using, the Deck of Dread. We are going to be the clock has been going a little too fast. I want it to be dangerous. I want it to go fast. I like that it's kind of happens more regularly in this, but it's been going a little too fast. So the players are all only getting 4 cards in hand tonight. So Dan has this, or rather Spellington. That is Spellington's hand. Lito is rocking this kind of hand. Our friend Urrek is rolling deep with that. Face card, your low card's a 9. It's a good life. And Atris, though I would say a better hand than Atris has been dealt in like 3 games, still the lowest of the group.
Gotta stay true to form.
So there are 2 queens already there, ready to be played. That being said, my dear friends, the dread clock is already at 11. So it is highly likely a dreadstorm could already compound this rough situation in which you guys find yourselves in these caves. For dramatic effect, I'm also going to say that though trying to rush away is a possibility from this location that you all find yourselves in from whatever horror surge is coming up, it is all 4 of you probably cannot just run away. These are narrow caverns. All 4 of you probably cannot fit through an area such as that. Which is not to say, you also could all run in different directions and that might happen, but just bringing that up, that they call it a mine. Actually, they don't call this a mine. It's just some natural caverns. So, with all that in mind,
Here's a tomb.
this one is a little. I'm going to be reading. It's a slightly longer one. Not absurdly long, but please bear with me for today's invocation. Before we get into this, this invocation is a bit of a slant rhyme to what's going on. It is applicable, but not directly. I died in sin, and forthwith went to hell. I made myself at home upon the coals, where seas of flame break on the cinder shoals, till Satan came and said with angry yell, "You there, divulge what route by which you fell." I spent my youth among the flowing bowls, wasted my life with women of dark souls, died brothel fighting, drunk on muscatel. Said he, "My friend, you've been directed wrong. You've not to recommend you for our feasts. Like factory owners, brokers, elders, priests, the air for you. This place is for the strong." Then as I pondered, minded to rebel, he laughed and forthwith kicked me out of hell. If anyone would like to, as you sense something coming, if anyone would like to make a perceptive draw, sort of just straight out of the gate, if anyone wants to listen, look, honestly, even smell, if any of you are really good at that, you definitely can do that just to see if you have a sense of what is coming, of what is going on.
I will look.
Spellington will look, and Spellington will look with a 7 of hearts. Wonderful. What does that get you to, sir?
A 10.
To a 10. Ooh, it's a good one. And congratulations, you are rewarded with a Queen of Spades.
Yes!
It's quite the hand there, friend. All right. With a 10, is anybody else looking? Yes.
Lito would like to listen.
Listen, are you going? Do you want to draw, or do you want to use one of these cards? You will not. None of these cards you'll replace, unfortunately, since none are hearts.
Let's draw.
Leave in the heart of the cards. An 8. Not too
More
bad.
diamonds.
You need hearts for perception.
I know, but my hand is like.
It's just. Oh yeah, it's still for you, just diamonds. What is your modifier for listen?
1.
1. Okay, so you get to a 9 on listen, and Spelling has a 10 on look. Anybody else?
No. I won't get any better than them, so I'll just save my numbers.
Sounds good.
Spellington and I are a unit. He'll tell me.
All right. As they sort of are peering at this, Lito, you hear coming up from below. It is not super well defined, but you can tell that there is a sort of like whooshing sound. You're not sure that it's wings specifically, but there is something like
Not bipedal or quadrupedal, basically.
you don't think there's steps. You don't think you hear the air rushing, not so much like footsteps and skittering and that kind of thing. So you think something is coming that perhaps is not bound to the ground. Something is flying up here.
Okay. Hearing that, I'll turn to the group and say, sounds like something's coming that's flying or falling quickly or flapping wings. I don't know. but I'm gonna try to get back. And then can he try to like
Well,
get
we got. Let
behind
me get to
anything?
Spellington's as well here.
Sorry,
So Spellington
sorry.
can know what Spellington. What you see in the dead air from there, kind of supporting what Lito has done, is a similar. You see like the air and little pieces of scree and rock are sort of flying up around as if something is coming up. You could tell that there's you could tell that there is a sort of a sharp drop back there. But you can see that like stuff like the dust and the little rock are all being like displaced on the ground, and you feel that there's movement. And I will say with a 10, you begin to see some kind of like mist that seems to like hug the ground, some kind of smoke, like think dry ice almost, just kind of this smoky thing is sort of roiling up over the top.
Yes,
So as
something's-
Lito is saying this is what you're witnessing.
Yeah, something mist-like is coming up. Should get out with haste. Move.
Right.
Hearing that, I'll be like, I'll thank you in advance for this, dwarf, but you need to find us a new path.
Yeah, I would agree. Let's get out of here if we can. But it's a real thin path. Is there anything that we can hide behind? Disguise ourselves.
To hide is perhaps a possibility. Give me an analyze draw for that. Not too bad for you, actually, Lito, since you have so many diamonds in hand.
Right. Let's do that. Let's do that. That nice there, queen.
The queen.
Ooh.
Wonderful. All right, so we will advance.
I know.
We'll advance the beautiful thing. And,
I know.
I will roll on your behalf. With a
Yeah.
fun little D13 here.
Yeah.
Come on, big money, no whammies.
That'd be fun.
It's a 2, which is right next to the 13, but it is sadly a 2. So horror will not surge. You replace that with a 4 of hearts. You definitely can see that there are places to potentially hide. Like there are little, like stalagmites you could duck behind, or little sort of alcoves, naturally formed things that if you said the word for everyone to hide, it is plausible that all 4 of you could be separately all behind little things, just hiding, hoping that whatever this thing is doesn't find you. That is entirely a thing you could do, and you could point that out because you did just get like a 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can like point stuff out. Now it will be up to each individual person's actual, like sneak draw that they hide sufficiently, but you certainly see the opportunity.
Is there anything that I would have in like my survival pack that would like help them hide better?
Not in the time frame that you're talking about here. I mean,
Right.
this thing is like a shadow is coming up.
Got it.
It is here.
I'm gonna start getting behind a stalagmite, and I'm gonna tell the group, like suggest to the group that they should.
Okay. So, your options at this point, my friends, are you can all go to Lito we'll say that Lito has pointed a spot out to each of you. An area. So each one of you may attempt a sneak to get to that place as quickly and as small, and just kind of, hold yourself back there to all hide in your thing. If anyone would rather run, you are welcome to make a move instead and leave these others to their fate.
How likely do I think hiding would be effective?
Give me an analyze, sir.
Okay, where's... Oh, it's diamond, so I have nothing for that. I'll use my 8 of clubs.
You want to heart of the cards it?
Actually, yeah, let's do that. I'm sure this will go
if this
completely
is an ace,
well
I'm
for
gonna
me.
feel so bad. It's a 6, so
No,
worse.
it's not bad.
So an 8.
An 8. With an 8, I think that you have no idea if it will work well, but you do believe that Lito is doing what he thinks is most likely to keep him alive by hiding.
All right, well, I trust that. So I will use my jack to hide.
You will use a jack to hide.
And
All
it's
right.
spades, so I can get a
spades.
card.
You'll get a thing. And do you have a sneak bonus? I think you do. Actually,
yeah,
don't
2.
2. So that gets you to a 13.
Mm-hmm.
An auspicious number. You replace that with a 10 of diamonds.
Okay.
What would anyone else? I'm kind of just letting you guys do this in order of calling. So what would anyone else like to do?
I guess seeing Lito hide, I'm gonna put my faith in the dwarf. He seems like a capable fellow. If he thinks to hide,
Okay.
he's smart. I'll be like, okay.
I'll hide as well.
Urrek, are you going to use a card in
I'm
hand?
gonna use my 9 of clubs.
9 of clubs. Okay. What is your hide? What is your sneak modifier?
I have a sneak modifier 1, so I'm at 10.
It's to do a 10. You replace that with a 2 of spades.
Okay. Gotta nerf this hand a little bit, I guess.
Indeed. Spellington, you said that you were going to hide as well. How would you like to hide, my friend?
Excuse me, everyone.
All good.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. So if we do, I'm just looking at the rules real quick. If we do Heart of the Cards and we draw the same suit, then we get a draw.
You get to replace something from your hand, correct?
Great, cool. Yeah, Heart of the Cards.
Heart of the Cards.
Sick.
Oh, Spellington. Okay. All right. Here we go. And then Lito. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna use my 9 of clubs
9 of clubs. Okay.
with the 3.
With a 3, so that gets you to 12.
Right.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. So sadly, you will not be. Replacing that, but that gets you to a 12. So I have so Atris has a 13, Urrek has a 10, Lito has a 12, and Spellington has a 1.
A 1, yeah.
Straight up 1. I am going to say I will draw for her though. She does have a pretty big modifier to it. I didn't deal
that
her in.
modifier.
Modifier, I hardly know a fire. I'm going to draw. I think Hattie's going to move. That way Hattie just won't be here and I don't have to worry about Liv. Okay, that Hattie is out. With none of you clogging up the stuff and Hattie's ability to go high anyway, Hattie simply swoops away.
Noped the fuck out of there.
Yes. Also, that was technically on. It was also on suit for Hattie, so Hattie will aggressively get out. So Hattie disappears. All right. So, you all leap back, hide. Everyone's, Lito. I imagine you're making yourself as small as possible. In these opening moments, none of you probably are going to want to, make yourselves seen. You don't even want to peek to see what's going on. You're just hiding. Spellington. Unfortunately, though, your sort of leap, as you're probably even hiding yourself as this, you don't quite realize that you have overshot the mark, and you are in fact just lying totally exposed to the angle of this. Seconds later, after you've all just cowered here and all are kind of hiding, you do actually smell it before you really can sort of hear something. There is a whiff of death that to Atris is perhaps something you have a little bit more familiarity with, being a necromancer and all of you have experienced, but this is a different kind of rot. This is like the earth itself is decaying. And all of you sort of feel this just absolute wave of, it's just this disgust filling your nostrils. You also hear this sound, and every single one of you notices a bit of cold smoke roiling kind of around the crevices, clinging to the ground, heavy. going around whatever little natural places that you're hiding. You also can hear what sounds almost like a voice. Strange words. Atris, I think... Well... Hold on. Okay. Anyone who would like to may roll a d13 to see if you happen to speak this language. You have a 1 in 13 chance of knowing it. I'll tell you that right now.
Do I get a higher chance?
Nope.
Damn.
Honestly, because Spellington and Urrek are both like well researched gentlemen, I'm gonna let them have it. Lito is not a scholar, but this would be something dwarves would maybe know more than you. And because you're I'm kind of just giving you guys all even shot on this.
I rolled a 1.
A 1.
11.
I also rolled an 11.
An 11. Urrek?
Still twins. Hey.
Hey.
Urrek,
I rolled a 13.
you rolled a 13.
Yes!
Well, that's a Dreadstorm.
Wait a minute, where? Fuck!
Oh boy.
All right, 13. So, a few things need to happen. Would you please? Well, this is what a cool day here. And a 13. So, unfortunately, you literally did need a 12. You needed a 12 to know this language, so none of you will understand what is being said.
Come on.
Not even like a single word. Like it's not like shitty Spanglish.
You know what?
where
I'll
you're like-
actually I'll maybe let Lito and Atris under. That's a good point, since you guys had 11s, and ultimately you two were more likely to know than anyone else. Urrek, could you roll me another d13?
No.
11.
11. Okay, so horrors and surge. Now roll me one last d13. This is just about what kind of stuff's about to happen from this Dreadstorm.
2.
2. Oh!
You sure? I'm sorry, everyone.
Yes! Oh, snap! Oh, no! Oh, guys, okay, here we go. Oh, that's actually the perfect thing for you to roll. Thank you so much for plans. Oh,
Everyone,
shit,
I'm sorry.
Oh, I love it. Okay, cool. All right, so as you guys hear this, this sound coming up, first of all, I need all 4 of you. So this is before. Oh no, this is gonna be bad. Okay, first of all, Spellington, you're out in the open. You don't realize it. All of you feel this cold mist, or this cold smoke roiling over, your hands or your boots as you're just trying to stay as small as possible. But the stench of this thing is unbearable. I do need all 4 of you to give me an endurance draw.
I use my 8 of hearts for this.
8 of hearts. What is your modifier?
2.
2.
Baby, I'm living.
10. You replace that with a 10 of clubs.
Let's go.
Heart of the cards.
Heart of the cards for you, sir. A 3.
Oh, so
What does that get
Hearts,
you to,
right?
Spellington?
7.
7. Oh, okay. So we have
So I
10
get to
of
replace the card?
You do actually, yes. You're gonna get an ace. So do you want to replace? You want to keep the 8? You want to keep the 2 or keep this ace?
I'm going to discard my Queen of Spades.
You really are going to?
Yeah.
All right.
Why would you do that?
I think Dan is making a choice right now that he is dead. So he's like, let's make this interesting. So horror's about to surge again.
That's
Okay.
why I didn't use. That's why I did Heart of the Cards earlier, Philip. I've been making this choice all night.
Oh,
Would it be
man.
sad if Spellington dies?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Would Atris be? No, I'm just kidding. He won't.
Not at all.
I feel like
Wow.
Atris would try to see if Urrek is sad, and then we'd be like, no.
Okay.
That's more my lady for me.
Dreadstorm horror surges. All right.
Watch
Cool.
both for
Truly the real villain of this group.
Exactly.
All right. Very good, Dan. Okay. Now, I still do need.
me.
Yes. What would you like to do for? So Dan is at an 8. Jeremy's at a 10. What would you like to do for your endurance of this horrible scent? This this is making you sick. Like you feel yourself like you feel like your body like this is poisonous. This smell. This is terrible.
Damn.
Okay, I'll draw.
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 Hey!
Hey, that ain't
And
bad.
what is your endurance?
+1.
+1 gets you to a 12.
All right. That's not too bad.
Very good. Very good. Urrek. How are you, sir?
Oh, let me use the Jack of Hearts.
The Jack of Hearts. Do you have a modifier to your endurance?
1.
1, so that also gets you to a 12. You have drawn the Queen of Hearts. Oh my god, look at your hand. Guys,
I'm getting back to my lady.
This is what Moses is holding. My god. All right. Okay, so that means I have 2 at a 12, 1 at a 10, 1 at an 8.
It
Okay.
was the Queen of Hearts, right?
It was the Queen of Hearts you took. Yeah, you replaced your Jack of Hearts with the Queen of Hearts. Way to go.
Yeah, okay.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Here's how we're gonna do this. Oh, damn, Atris. I'm worried. Guys, I'm worried about Atris.
I'm not.
Atris does not have much left here. Okay.
It's killer hand. Maybe I'll save him. Who knows?
Hey, Sarah.
Okay. Spellington, this sickness overpowers you. And you are going to lose. It's going to cost you 4 power
Okay.
to deal with it.
Fine with me.
The rest of you may make a resist disease roll. However, you guys all now hear Spellington is like out there like hacking and like making noise of this. So you're already like this. Basically, Spellington is like vomiting uncontrollably, but is also sick. If any of you want to forego this and spend 4 power, you will be taking this thing, but you will be able to stay quiet and stay hidden. Atris, that is not an option for you.
Yeah.
How much power you got, Spellington?
I have 9.
He'll live, I think.
Lito?
Is there like anything that Lito can do that like isn't necessarily like a resist disease? Like, could he like start to like cover his mouth and his face?
The roll, the draw would be resist disease. It would basically be that you're going to try to like prevent yourself from breathing this in, but doing so is going to take there's going to be some coughing, there's going to be some sound, there's going to be some you're going to give away your position by doing any covering up like that. So your choice is you can, if you want to keep power, you can make a draw and maybe only take some of that damage, or you can take it all and stay hidden. Atris, you do have to make a draw because otherwise you die. So what would you like to do for your draw of resisting this damage?
Do you think 10 would be enough?
10 will be enough.
Yeah, I'll just use one of my 10s. Let's see. Let's do the 10 of clubs, because I have a lot of clubs.
Cool, you take 2. Yeah, it costs you 2 power.
Oh, shit!
It's to reduce by half, yeah.
Okay.
So basically, Atris, you're also kind of like, like coughing here. Lito and Urrek, what are you two doing? Urrek, are you going to stay hidden?
I'm going to stay hidden.
All right.
I believe in Spellington.
So what would you like to draw? How would you like to draw for your resist injury or disease?
I mean, I'm killing it in the hearts.
Your heart, yeah.
I'll use my King of Hearts.
King of Hearts, playing with the King of Hearts. Do you have a modifier to this?
To resist injury?
Yeah.
4.
To resist injury, your modifier is 4. You actually, I'm Atris. This is like absolute insult to injury. Urrek, you won't even take any damage because you got yourself to a 16. You replace that with a 7 of diamonds. That is so rude.
I'm just gonna take a huge breathe in of it.
Like,
Looking right at Atris.
good old human constitution. All right, Lito.
Elves.
So, do you want to stay hidden and take some power, or do you want to, Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I did that completely backwards. That did not happen. You take all 4 damage because you're staying hidden. I completely backed that up. You still have your heart. Sorry, I did that backwards. You take all 4 damage. That's what you were saying.
Me?
Yeah, so you said you wanted to stay hidden. I completely forgot.
Oh,
So you're back to this. I'm so sorry. You did not do. Unless now that you've heard that, you'd rather. So I'll give you the choice. This is too much information. Sorry, I got completely mixed up. You can either take 4. You can spend 4 power and just take that damage but stay hidden, or you can resist it but now you are visible and you will have spent that point to do
I
so.
see.
But you'll have you have all your no power was spent.
I only got 7 power. I'm gonna save my power. I guess I'll be visible.
Okay, cool. So that did happen. In fact, so you took no power. You have the set. Yeah, your new hand has a 7 of diamonds in it. So this is your hand now. I'm so sorry about that.
No problem.
So basically, Lito, you hear Urrek and Atris are like hacking and coughing. Spellington is coughing over there. Lito, what are you going to do? Are you going to absorb this damage but stay hidden, or will you also try to resist the harm?
I'm gonna try to resist the harm.
Okay. What do you want to use as your draw for this?
I'll use the heart, the 4 hearts, and I got 4 to resist injury.
That gets you to an 8.
It's an 8.
Okay, you do replace that with a 5 of clubs.
All right.
And unfortunately, that is not in that does not meet the threshold of half.
Fine.
I'll tell you, only 3. You're a dwarf. I'm gonna spot you 1. So lose 3 power. As you kind of so basically, all 4 of you are now like hacking and coughing. Spellington, you're just like completely out there on the ground, hacking and coughing. You all look up at this point as you've kind of come out like eyes burning, kind of vision blurred. You're bile coming up, but also you could tell whatever fumes you're breathing in are horrible. You're all just trying to like resist, like breathe. You're at this point, Lito, you're kind of doing what you're saying. You're all like clanking around your packs and moving stuff over your faces.
Hey, I'm chilling.
As you sort of look up and see this, what has emerged from down there? It looks almost like it's probably like 6 or 7 feet across on all sides. It looks almost like a jellyfish that is emerging from below, but the jellyfish is made of this like just jet black, kind of viscous, coated in something, and you even see there's little droplets of things kind of falling onto the ground. If anyone would like to do a research to see if they know what this is from their sort of past knowledge, they may make that draw.
Sure.
I will.
Okay. Atris, what do you want to use?
I'll use my 10 of diamonds.
10 of diamonds. And what is your research modifier?
I think it's 4.
4.
So.
14 is great. You replace that with a 6 of clubs.
Okay.
So currently you're looking at you got a bunch of even clubs here, sir. That's your hand.
Yep.
Okay, he's got a 14. Anybody else could do this, but Atris is going to figure some stuff out with his book learning. Okay.
I guess maybe I don't have to do it then. But would Atris tell me?
No.
I'll use my 7 of diamonds.
7 of diamonds. Okay. Do you have a modifier to your research?
2.
2.
So
okay, gets you to a 9. All right. 3. That's what you got.
Fuck.
Okay. 3 of clubs.
Come on, Atris.
You got yeah. Okay, so basically, Urrek, what you think as you see this thing, eyes stinging, horror filling your vision, whatever was down below there, you can tell is some like primordial, like death entity, some incredibly old chthonic thing. And I'll even say, Urrek, you think it is something from... Actually, no, with a 9, that's all you can think. You're just like, okay, this is old. Like, we've just unleashed...
Ancient evil.
Ancient evil is now emerging from this because of these sort of stuff. Atris, with a 14, you have a stronger suspicion of what it is you're looking at. Long, long ago, it is believed that the domains of this world were not as segmented between them. There were certain creatures that existed that were building these lands of death and dread in which you all exist. The thing you're seeing now reminds you of a of a very obscure kind of theory about a different Dreadland realm that you don't really understand much about it. It's something called the Fractured Factory. You don't fully understand the context of what that means, but what you do know is that there is a magical kind of pigment, of ink, that stems from that place. There is a magical ink that can kind of bring horrors to life, and perhaps like the... with a 14, I'm trying to think of what you could have possibly learned from here. Basically, there were theories that perhaps that place was more primordial to, like, that place was an older realm. This thing that they now call the Fractured Factory was this sort of like ink well, was this sort of source of the creation of all of these things. And I'm now going to reveal to you, however, that what's so cool about this is that this monster that I decided that was down here, that was coming up for you, is what was coming up. But when Moses caused that dreadstorm, what he rolled was a 2, which is the Fractured Factory. And it is at this point that as this horrible thing is coming up, you guys feel the ground rumbling below you. And there's a sickly kind of like chemical scent overpowering even this horrible thing of this monster that's above you. This dead ink thing. This primordial kind of creative force of whatever this horrible thing that you've unleashed is. You feel the ground rumbling, and all of you can hear over the pounding of your own hearts and your own retching this... And then, like The Shining, as you look towards the cavern entrance, you see black ink surging up from below. This will not be a dread storm, but a dread flood. As thick, black, viscous ink, something that can bring life to things or imbue life, is rushing up from wherever it was lost down there. The ground is shaking, the world is it's like it's like a geyser is about to erupt, but this thing is just kind of coming up. And though now all of you are visible, it had first been moving to Spellington. So Spellington, now you do have some high cards in hand here. So I'm going to say that, yes, go ahead, Spellington.
Do I also need to roll a d13 for the discarded queen?
You so do. I'm so sorry.
So should I like just be building a new character, or
4. So okay, no horror surges there.
No, it was discarded.
Oh no, horror does surge for it. Oh, you didn't need to roll a d13; it's automatic. But also that does. We are at 1. I'm so sorry. I knew I'd forgotten something. Yeah, you actually don't have to roll because it's an auto thing. And in this instance, I'm just stacking horror surges, and what's happening is going to be worse.
Okay, great.
So we'll get to that in a moment. But as this thing is coming up, this is like moving towards Spellington. Spellington, if you want to fight at it, if you want to, like, from your position on the ground, like, hop up and draw your enchanted sword and strike at this primordial evil, you are welcome to. If you want to say, okay, forget it, I gotta get to my lady, and try to make a run, a move, you could do that.
I would like to move.
You'd like to move. Okay.
King of Spades.
The King of Spades.
That's a 16 for move.
A 16 for move is
Damn.
definitely gonna be fast. You replace that with a 9 of hearts.
Okay.
So Spellington scrambles up off the ground, and with incredible speed does run towards sort of the corridor that you guys were going to, as Urrek, Lito, and Atris are kind of like, honestly, in this case, just the fact that you were sort of like being targeted. The rest of you now have options, but Spellington is kind of like taking up the sort of thing, and this large hovering kind of just like ink blob thing is still moving after him, but he's going faster, and it's not totally clear if it's going to be able to catch him or not. So at this point, as this massive rush goes up, I will actually let each of you say if there's a thing you want to do in this exact moment, you can each try, but understand that, like, one of you could run back the way you came. And if multiple people want to do that, you're gonna fight each other, and it's gonna be delightful. you could attack the creature, or you could I think it would be like an athletics, potentially a dodge. You could attempt to simply brace yourself, or athletics climb up to avoid this onrush of this surge of liquid that's coming out from below. So what would each of the three of you like to do? Atris
is running.
Atris is going to move. Atris kind of has to move. Atris has to run. You see Spellington, you're going to run back, I guess, Atris, because you can't, Spellington is tearing down that corridor. Atris...
So he's going a different way.
Atris has to run a different way.
Are you going to go back?
What's that?
Huh?
Is he going back?
He's going back the way you came. So imagine that you guys were you were going through a passage and the wall was gone, and now this is coming up and sort of in this thing. So Spellington is occupying the space forward, so Atris is now running back. But would anyone else like to try to run back like Atris? Urrek, also, you could run after Spellington. It's just very likely you're going to get hit, by whatever's kind of coming up behind you guys. Ooh, this is bad, guys. Bad in a good way.
Is Lito familiar with, either the forward direction or the backward direction? I know that the backward direction is where we came from.
You came from the backward direction. If you went back, you could find your way through the caverns and pretend, they get kind of Byzantine and twisty. You could go back to that thing and try to sneak past the Sasquatch,
Yeah.
You got opportunities there. Forward, honestly, Lito, what would be in both ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that can you tell me? Do you want to
tell you what? What
what would be in the what is forward? I already know what is backward. But
forward is a somewhat twisting path where Spellington's speed and movement. He's doing a very impressive amount of speed that he's moving through that, but there's a cap to how fast anyone can go through these little switchbacky things where you're having to chest width sort of areas. To go back, there's a little bit of that, and then you sort of reach different crisscrossy things where you could go a variety of directions. That's true in either path. Spellington is blocking the forward path, though.
Okay, I'll go back.
So you will. Okay, so you're going to try to outrun Atris. Okay. Because you can't both fit.
Oh.
Okay.
That's the idea. It's there's not enough opportunity for everyone to get out that way.
So we're all going we're all probably going to go our own path.
Yeah. Or try to go the same path, and whoever's behind is going to get.
And there's also up, basically.
You could try to climb up. You don't have you don't know of any chasm above you can get to, but that climbing up would just be if this cavern floods, maybe you can be breathing up there for a moment, kind of avoiding what's below and that's the vibe.
Oh. And then forward is just twisty turny paths. Do I know if forward is the way out?
Forward will. There's you don't totally know. The way out of what?
Okay, so
yeah.
For Lito, who's been
Yeah.
here longer,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to understand if there is some sort of familiarity with where he is in this mountain.
You 100% know where you are, but remember there's been this earthquake, so the caves have fallen. So when you say out, if you mean out of this immediate area, you can find your way
out of the thin caverns and into wider.
Either way, you'll be a little closer to wider stuff by going backwards, but either way you'll get to wider areas.
All right, I'll still go back, but I'm
You'll
not
still
going to
go
try to necessarily
outrun Atris?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'll still go back.
Okay. Urrek, what are you going to do?
With Atris going?
Atris is going back. If you want to, you can just go try to kill Atris and outrun Atris. You could make two rolls.
I didn't know that was an
It
option.
would be so easy for you to kill Atris.
Just strike Atris down and rush beyond. I hate to say this. You are holding two queens right now. So you could literally spend a queen to kill Atris. I don't know that Atris has any response to that. And then you can spend your other queen as your move. And you would probably outrun Lito Fang in that case.
You know what? I don't want Atris to die like this.
You want Atris to die some other much more horrible way.
Yeah, not like this. Not in
Not
some
like
cave. I want people to see it.
If I'm killing Atris, I want it to be in front of Spellington and my lady. Okay.
Exactly. My homie's gotta see it.
All right, so Urrek, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna, I guess, observing where Lito is going.
Mhm.
Him being the expert, I'm gonna assume like his instincts are correct,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to follow him.
Okay. So in other words, got it. Okay, I need Atris, Urrek, and Lito in that case to all give me move rolls. Or move draws.
I'll try.
I feel like I've clarified what's about to happen here, so this isn't going to be on me when this goes the way it's going.
I feel like this is a shitty situation no matter
Oh,
what.
it really is. That's
Yeah.
true. So, what are
Yeah.
you gonna? What is everyone's move? What cards you guys use for your move, or anybody who just want to draw from the deck?
I'm just using my 10 of clubs. +2, so 12.
For 10 of clubs. I don't have you with a 10 of clubs. I think you already used it.
Oh, what did that get replaced for anything, or?
Right now, I have you with a 4, 6, and 8.
I thought I had only used one of my 10s.
You used a 10 of diamonds on.
Yeah.
Oh, did I not replace that?
You replaced it with a 6 of clubs.
Okay, then yes, you must use
Yeah.
when you used your 10 of clubs, you didn't you didn't
Right, I'm
get to
trying to
replace
remember what I
because it was
used it
offsuit.
for.
Probably, breathing or something.
Probably, yeah. I'll use my 8 of clubs then.
8. So that
get
gets you
to a
to a
10.
what? A 10?
A 10.
Okay. Urrek, what are you going to use?
I'll use my Queen of Clubs.
Okay. Roll a d13.
Yeah. Where's that thing? 6.
6. Cool. Lito, what are you going to use?
I'm going to use my king of diamonds.
King. Okay. King of diamonds. Great. So Lito to move, that gets you to a 13. Urrek
Okay.
has a 5 to move? Oh my god.
I sure freaking do.
Oh.
Urrek's a runner.
All right. And Atris
In
gets
me
to
these games?
10. Okay,
Yeah.
so basically, Atris, as you start
We do
going,
is run.
I will say that Urrek does shoulder you aside and push into this thing as all this stuff is kind of rolling up behind you all. Lito, you notice this, and your move. Well, Urrek was further back. You were leading. This makes sense. Both of them were. Atris was trying to get there. Urrek shoulders Atris aside, rushes out. Spellington is trying to get out the other way. There's a rather immediate narrow passage. People are moving, but Spellington and Urrek are both just my lady. They're just both moving with incredible speed. Scrape. You hear their armor scraping. Although you probably don't over just this rushing well of this kind of just black viscous liquid coming up. Lito, you move faster than Atris, and you also get to this thing, and Atris, you're sort of behind Lito. It is at this point, however, that the liquid does slam into Atris and Lito. And Urrek, you'll even sort of feel it. So Atris and Lito, please give me an athletics draw.
Yeah, I'll just Heart of Cards that. We'll
Heart of
see
the
how
cards.
this goes.
All right, buddy.
We'll see how this goes.
A 10.
Oh shit!
What is your athletics, Atris?
I don't know if I have anything for athletics. What is that under?
It's the
It's
first
just a
discounting.
10. It's a 0.
A 10. Okay, so Atris, I'm going to say that with a 10, because you only have 1, I will say that you manage to, though you do kind of lose your feet or you're getting buffeted around, I am going to say that you don't hit your head and die. Because that's kind of what I was anticipating was about to happen.
That's what I was anticipating was about to
Lito,
happen.
what are you going to do for this?
All right.
Athletics.
All right. Use my king.
Use your king.
No. I already used my king.
I know, what you have in hand is not amazing.
Nope. Heart of the cards.
Heart of the cards.
It's going,
It's just going swimmingly.
this goes so poorly already.
Jellyfish.
All right, Lito.
It's not even 10:30 yet.
Okay, so this is a bad news, good news. The bad news is you are absolutely knocked over by this, because I was stretching it that Atris kept his feet with a 10. You have an 8, but you have drawn a spade, which means you now put a 7 of clubs into your hand, because it's like it was on suit. So you at least get another one. So this is now your current hand. 2, 5, and 7.
Wait, no, I thought I had a 4. Did I use the 4 of hearts?
I think you used the 4 of hearts earlier, and it was replaced with a 2. Okay. So, bad news. The good news is you now have 3 cards in hand. The bad news is you have been buffeted like crazy against this stuff, and you're kind of in this. Go ahead and give me a resist injury or disease draw. You can just use your 7, or you can draw.
I'll use my 7.
The 7. Okay, that'll get you to an 11, so you will only take half, and I don't roll a big on this. Perfect. You lose 1 power for the injury of that. Not disastrous, but not fun. It's bad. However, this is Spellington and Urrek. Can the two of you, can you also give me athletics, but know that you don't need to get as high? Your barrier to like be okay where you are is you don't need to get a you. Well,
Heart of the card.
I'm not going to say exactly what you need, but just know that you don't need a thing. Heart of the card, Spellington. Here we go. 8, and it's on suit, Spellington.
All right, so that puts me at 11.
11, great. Spellington's going to get out of here.
What's my replacement?
Your replacement card is a 5 of hearts. What do you want to get rid of?
I'll discard the Ace of Hearts.
Perfect. Urrek, what are you going to do?
Since I probably don't need to be that high, I'm going to use my 3 of spades to get a new card.
Do you have a modifier to your athletics?
Modifier, no, nothing.
You don't. Okay. So your new card is a 9 of diamonds. You did need higher than a 3, though. I'm very sorry.
That's fine.
So here's what's going to happen. You're not going to take... Tell you what, give me a resist injury or disease as well.
I'll use a... Do I believe in the heart of the cards?
Yeah, believe in them. Come on. They're here. They're here working out for you guys.
You know what? I got a +4, so
You
I
got a
am going to
+4.
believe in the heart of the cards.
Okay, fair enough. You draw an ace. Okay, so
Well, fuck me.
that's really bad. Okay, so it's gonna be low no matter what. Okay. You lose 1 power as well.
Okay.
But the really rough, complicating factor here, Urrek, is because of this. Oh, damn it.
I should have played the queen.
Urrek, the good news for you is you were in the lead. The bad news for you is this water kind of branches up behind, and you're scrambling to stay up, and basically you fall over. Like, you fall backwards, you're not, like, fully on the ground, you're not submerged, but basically you, Lito, and Atris are now all kind of tangled up at the entrance down this passage. And this is when... Do you remember how there's a second horror surge going on right now? This is when, out of this muck, these just, these dark figures of, like, pure ink rise up. These kind of, like, inkling sort of, you know... Like, remember that Epic Mickey video game? Anybody? Yeah, it's the vibe. Anyway, these things just kind of, these, like, things come up, and there's 3 of you, and there's 3 of them. So each one of you needs to give me a dodge or a fight. Or if you have some other thing you'd want to try.
I'll fight, I guess.
Okay.
You know what? I don't get to fight like ever.
I'm gonna dodge Heart of the Cards.
Heart of the Cards dodge. Atris, I believe in you here. Come on, buddy. Because if this is it for Atris. If Atris does not get what is your dodge number? 0? Oh boy, here we go. Atris.
Oh
my god.
Atris, your In this muck, you're on the ground, but you just like slide through as this. It's almost, you basically dodge almost by accident. You just kind of like you sort of kick yourself up, and you're trying to like cling on to some like broken piece of thing as this thing just slams down where you were, and you're able to just kind of slightly stay out of its way. Urrek, what would you like to use for this dodge or fight?
I actually don't have a lot of options here.
Yeah, no, it's a Urrek is a lover of his lady, not a fighter.
Like everything I have is like offsuit, so it's like, do I believe or do I go down to 2 cards?
Exactly. And I would imagine, well, I guess you have a decent fight modifier. Spellington, for the record, you what was your athletics again? You used your queen, right? Or what did you use for your athletics?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't have a queen. I used it at 8. I had 11 for my athletics.
You got an 11, so you have managed to get further. And since there's not a pile of bodies, I think Spellington might just make it out of this. We'll see.
Lito is fighting, right?
Lito, you're gonna fight as well. Okay.
I'm gonna fight.
Okay, cool. So you two will try to fight as you're sort of doing this. Lito, who would like to go? Who would like to go first between you?
Oh wait, the card I picked for fight. I have a 5, so I'm gonna use my 7 of diamonds.
You have a 9 of diamonds. I have.
Oh, excuse me. I'll use the 9 of diamonds.
It's even better. Great. That'll get you to a 14. Okay, so Urrek, you pull out the enchanted. What weapon do you have, Urrek?
I've got my sword and I've got my gator face teeth.
Which would you like to use? I mean, the gator face teeth really isn't it?
Yeah.
Your sword. Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Urrek will fight with his enchanted sword.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, a 14 is going to be enough for you to be like kind of holding your own. We'll get to some stuff here in a second with some other draws.
Yeah.
Lito, what would you like to do for your fight? You want to draw or you want to use one in your hand?
I'll use my axe and I'll use the 5.
I love Lito's accent.
The 5 of
You'll
spades.
use your 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Lito, I will tell you that you have never encountered anything like this. These caverns could not be more different for you. This is so upsetting. So basically, Urrek, you begin to like fight off the one that is coming for you, and because of the enchanted blade that your lady has given you, you manage to sort of cut this thing, and it does seem to like an arm of it actually lops off, and though it's trying to like grow another one, you cut it back, and the one that was attacking you is unable to keep coming for you.
I think a single tear will go down my face thinking of my lady even watches over me now.
Perfect. I would love for you a 14 actually. I'm going to say
help a brother out.
You know what? Fine. I will say that a 14 you won't take any residual damage. You've cut this thing down no problem. Atris, you're avoiding yours, but it's still there. Lito, with an 8. Unfortunately, that is not enough to defeat this creature. I would like for you to give me a resist injury or disease.
Oh my god, Lito, don't die.
I only have 1 card.
You have 1 card, and it's a 2, and it's offset.
Yes. So I guess we'll draw.
Lito, this is so unfamiliar to you. You pull your axe out, and it's already like sticking with this weird sort of viscous stuff. One strike comes across, you swing at it, and it's just you're completely off balance. You're gonna draw for the heart of the cards with your +3.
I believe.
You get to a 10, so that's good. So the good news for you.
And it's on suit.
And it's on suit. Okay, so you replace that with an ace of diamonds. So
just what I need.
Well, better than you know what? Better to have it in hand than to draw it. That's better to be in your hand than as a heart of the cards in a second.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Pick my poison.
Okay, Lito. So the good news for you is you are reducing the damage that this thing, because what this monster does is, upon like going to you, it is effectively like shoving its viscousness just right in your face. It's trying to like drown you with itself, and is this like this black ink, and it's already your body is just so grossed out by the death. And by the way, that main monster is still there. It hasn't even come for you guys yet. It's still up there. But Lito, as this thing's trying to do this, as you're hacking and coughing, you with your dwarven resilience, and your hard-won draw there of a 7 that just got you to the thing. Actually, you don't get to draw this ace because its resist injury is hearts, not spades.
Oh, fuck, I thought it was fight.
I'm gonna shuffle this guy back in there. Sorry. So, maybe somebody will draw an ace of hearts.
That's not good to know.
Nobody's gonna draw.
All right, so Lito, you have reduced it by half because you got to 10. So you only will lose 4 of your power remaining, as you're kind of trying to cough this up and like avoid it. But this thing kind of has Lito and is trying to attack Lito at this point. Atris, you're just dodging for life, but you do see more of these forms kind of emerging, and the big one kind of. A couple of them seem to be going after where Spellington was, but the big one is turning back towards all of you. Urrek, right now, Atris is on the run from a monster. Lito is being taken down by one. You are, at this exact moment, unencumbered. If you want to run, now is a chance. Or you could turn back and try to save either Lito or Atris by attacking the one that is attacking them. If Spellington and Urrek get out of this alive and everyone else dies this session, that is, like, so... Oh my god, something about that is so funny and terrible.
You see what makes this interesting? Well, wait, you shuffled the ace back in, right?
There's an ace in here now. I reshuffled what remained of the
deck.
deck.
I don't know the ace is coming, so it's like, wait.
It's not necessarily on the top of the deck. We now don't know. I'll also tell you this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 cards left. We've drawn a lot today. The fact that we haven't gone through the deck means 4 cards each is a much more manageable, situation. Spellington, I'm sorry. Spellington, because you've drawn well, we'll get to you in a moment.
I'm having a great time.
Hey, guys, by the way, remember when Dan purposefully discarded a queen to up the damage back here?
Oh, yeah.
I very well remember it.
Yeah, I remember. I'll get him back for that one day. One day he's gonna need help, and I'll be like, Atris, how bad do you want to live?
Okay, well, I mean, I don't really care, but Atris really wants to live.
If Atris is willing to beg.
Oh, is Urrek amidst this fight, as Lito is being like choked, like barely hanging on, and Urrek cuts one down, does Urrek turn to Atris and does Urrek literally say to Atris, do you want to beg for your life?
Yeah, of course.
Who wants it more?
Atris, do you beg for your life to Urrek?
Yeah. Atris doesn't care.
Okay, Urrek, Atris begs. What do you do?
Of course I do. Yes, save me.
I love the idea of, oh my god, I swear if Urrek is like do what you're gonna do. I'll tell you what I was thinking in a second.
I think see, Lito's so important though. How are we gonna get out these mines? I feel like I gotta go get him. Atris, I'll be back for you, buddy.
Beg for your life. Please save me. Maybe later.
Maybe later.
Actually, that didn't sound very classy. Never mind. Okay, so Urrek, you're going to try to save Lito.
Seen that one coming.
You're going to try to save Lito, Urrek. Is that correct? Okay, Urrek, give me a fight roll against the one that's attacking Lito. And there's actually kind of another one moving towards Lito now.
Now that he's going back towards us, can I, redirect mine towards him and get away?
You want to try to get yours over there, and
I want to basically dodge behind him so that it just switches targets.
I'll tell you what you'll have to do for this. I love that.
I love that we're fighting against each other.
Okay, wait a second. No, but you might actually.
You just made me beg for my life and then went for the other dude. All bets are off at this point.
If you here's what you can do, Atris. You're gonna have to make 2 draws.
Yeah.
You can do some kind of draw to distract or redirect the thing. I will let you choose what that is. I could see it being almost like a charm persuade, or I could see it being some kind of like feint or deceive. I know you don't have modifiers to those. If you can justify something you have as being a thing, I'll allow it, and then you'll make a move to try to run. And perhaps you'll be the one who gets out. But you're gonna have to rely on the heart of the cards for the move at least, because you're an 8 won't do it for you. Unless you somehow succeed using a club and you draw something good, and then you can use the thing. Otherwise, it's gonna hurt. Guys, this is rough and gruff.
It's great.
Dan's like, this is exactly what I was hoping for.
I mean, I can't really. The only thing I can think of is like analyze to like know exactly what to do in the situation to get their attention. But
you know what? I'd let you look lower in that same column. I'd let you use your highest thing in that.
Research?
You can think general pack tacticsy, whatever. Yeah.
Sure,
Allow
I'll
you
draw
to
for
do
that.
some research of that. You'll draw for that.
I only have a 4 left, right?
You have a 4 and a 6.
Oh, and a 6. Right.
A 6 will do it. A 6 will get you to 10. I will say that will give you some kind of like.
Yeah. Okay.
You'll
I'll do that.
okay. So yeah,
Having
whether it's
4
like
cards.
you're just like you pull something off of yourself and like splash it to the side and it looks for 1 second, and now you're going to run for your life. You need what your run modifier is 2.
My move is 2. Yes.
Okay. A 9 or higher is going to get you into that cavern. You won't be out of the woods, but you'll be out of this fight for now, basically.
Draw the card. We'll see.
It should be higher since it's now difficult terrain. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, 9 or higher. You can do it. Come on, we can do it.
I just succeeded on the distraction, so.
You did. Oh no, that's the reason you're able to get away without like
Cool.
opportunity attack or something.
Oh, 1 off.
Okay. However, Jeremy, that was a spade, so it's on suit.
Okay.
So I am putting this into your hand. Okay.
Oh,
and
great.
Okay, never mind.
I think there are only shitty cards left.
So basically, as Atris attempts to run for all he's worth towards the thing, the level of this ink is just too high, and he's like, "Save me!" And Urrek's like, "Nah, maybe later." And so Atris distracts the thing and runs and goes. And Atris, you make it. Despite this, you're like half swimming, half running. You make it to the edge, and you're extending your hands up and like wrapping them onto like the edge of like maybe one stalagmite here, a stalactite at a time. You're gonna try to pull yourself through as this like eddies of this ink, and your face is covered. You can hardly breathe. And then something slams down on you from behind. No card in hand can prevent a dodge or anything for this, so this will just have to be heart of the cards.
Yeah. Draw it.
What is your dodge?
Nothing.
Oof.
There it is.
There it is. Goodbye, everybody.
Atris, I'm going to say that
You're with your brother now.
in the horrible cinematic way.
Come to me, brother. I've missed you.
Finally. I
You're
can
both
get
your
away from
siblings,
these
right?
Fucking idiots.
Atris, here's what it'll be. Atris, you reach up, you're reaching with your stuff, and you're like, it's like scraping, and you reach, and then just out of the water behind you, that thing that you sort of evaded now comes after you, and like wraps around you with hands of stuff, and pulls you under the black. And moments later, you see 2 Gemini bracers kind of bobble up. Maybe a couple other little pieces of equipment that Atris has never
The
seen.
last thing you see as
Yeah.
Atris is pulled under the ink is.
Yeah, definitely you can make a gesture of hate to Urrek that he
Urrek's
doesn't
gonna-
even see because he's too busy
No.
trying to save Lito. Urrek,
I want to see it.
Okay, give me a look then.
Oh fuck. Okay, maybe I don't want to see it.
You should
Go for it, it's fine.
use your queen on this look. It's important that you see it.
It is, but I want to live too.
Okay, so I need another fight from you, Urrek.
Okay. You know what? Now that ace is gone, how many cards are left?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards left.
You know what? It's that kind of night. Fuck it. I'm gonna draw.
Draw for your fight.
I'm gonna draw. I got high fight. No, it's not that high.
Not high enough. So basically,
Not that
Urrek,
high.
Urrek, I'll say this, Urrek, you go to the one who's attacking Lito, and you swing at it, and you actually do, like, you sever, like, the top part of its body and the arm that was getting Lito, so you cut it down. And Lito, you're like, you hack for a moment, you're, whatever dwarven resilience, the fact that you're not dead from that attack, you're sort of up, you're kind of hacking Lito, I want you to give me a look right now, Lito.
Oh god.
And this is a mean one.
Is that good?
Or that,
Is
yeah.
that
If, honestly, if you don't want to draw, that's fine. Because this is a rough. You have a 2. All Lito has in hand is a 2 of diamonds. You want to draw, or do you not even want to?
Fuck it, draw. Fuck it, why not? Hey.
What's your modifier, Lito?
1.
Okay, I'm gonna say, oh, perfect, horrible irony. Lito,
All right.
you look up behind Urrek, and like from like eyes that are stinging and like ink in them, you can see that Urrek has cut that one down, but there's like 2 more coming and striking Urrek from behind right now. And before you can warn Urrek, because you can't quite see them, Urrek is then struck from behind by these things. Urrek, give me a resist injury and disease.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna use my queen.
Oh, okay, great. Well, that actually will be a big deal. You get a 4 of diamonds in your hand.
Fuck!
Also, roll for me roll a d13.
Oh, let me get the card first. So I don't forget it.
Yeah. So yeah. That's Urrek. That's Lito.
Real good stuff over there.
I got a 7.
A 7. Okay, so horror does not surge again. But Urrek, I will say that because of that, I'll tell you what I'll do. Because what is your resist injury? It's a 4?
4.
Okay, so that does get you a 17. Okay, so I will say that despite this horrible thing, here's what we'll do. You lose the fight, you're struck down, you're able to hold on a little bit, and you're not going to lose power there, but you do lose your sword. You lose your sword, you fall, you and Lito are now like kind of there. And it is at this horrible point.
That was a gift from your lady.
It was a gift.
No, I'm heartbroken.
And Urrek, you didn't even you like Atris has been taken. These things are swarming up all around you. You and Lito are both on your back foot here. Lito's axe is like half embedded in the stuff, but it is now that large jellyfish thing comes over to both of you. This seems overly cruel, but it is technically how it would happen. I need you both to give me another endurance against its scent.
I'll draw.
Okay. Lito?
Draw. You can draw.
Damn.
That's better than what I had.
Should have drawn
It
second.
is better what you have. Okay.
Well, you wanted to go first.
Both of you...
Hold on, can I put something into endurance?
I mean, do you still have points left?
Sure do.
You do?
Do it.
Yep. Now I don't.
Okay, sure, you can put some in. You might want to. Well, yeah, okay. Well, you had that gives you an 8. Yeah, sure. Doesn't do anything. No difference.
Damn.
So as Urrek the scent of this, just they're both kind of this. And at this point, given the cards you both have in hand, there's only 1 card left in the deck. I'm actually going to go to Dan now.
Okay.
Because Dan, I want you to have... Dan, you're going to have like 1 opportunity here. Of course, if Dan chooses to believe in the heart of the cards, there's a fucking mess. Dan, here's what's going to happen, okay? You make your way through with that incredible thing, but as you kind of come out, you have no idea where you are, of course, but as you sort of emerge, you know that something was slorching after you, one of these, like, ink things, and, like, you can see, like, you've been, like, your feet kicking through this ink, thick muck that's been surging up behind you. You manage to stay out of it, but at this point, one of those things is, like, coming after you. I need a fight or a dodge or something. I mean, you're pretty good at fighting. I imagine this will be a fight.
I mean, I've been saving these. I'm gonna put my last 3 talent points into fight.
Perfect. So, are you gonna draw or are you gonna use your king?
I will use the king.
The king is not on suit, but the king will do it. So basically, Spellington alone emerges trying to find his lady. These things come up, and Spellington cuts it down, and it kind of goes up, and you cut it down again, and eventually you just back up, and whatever is bubbling, though there seems to be a form there, receding. You wait a moment, Spellington. Actually, you know what? Since you got it on suit, give me a look or listen. Give me some kind of perception here.
I'll throw my 5.
5.
Actually, wait. It's on suit. I'll do the 9.
The 9. Okay, cool.
So that makes it a 12 for look.
It's on suit. I'm sorry, guys. So that's a 4 of spades you have in hand now. And as you sort of look down with a 12, you can hear muffled screams of death. And you have a strong suspicion that no one else is getting out of there.
Well, there's one person whose fate is as of yet undetermined, and that is my ladies.
And off Spellington goes. All right, Urrek and Lito. We're in an interesting situation here, my friends. There is currently no hands left. The deck is empty. This is all both of you have. So what I'm going to do is we're going to reshuffle. And you are both going to get 3 cards. You're going to get small hands.
Yeah.
That's all you'll have for this final beat, even though I have to tell you guys, with the thing that's over you,
I'm gonna say a prayer to my lady.
we're not in a good situation. Lito and Urrek, I'm very sorry. What are you, because you're both at like 6 power?
4.
4.
Yeah, I'm at 6.
Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna deal 1 more to each of you, and remove the lowest. How about that?
Let's go. I don't want to see Atris.
Okay.
I'm waiting for you in hell.
All right.
It's gonna be
Lito?
so awkward. I don't want to do that.
Well, what do we have here?
Okay.
They'll be like, oh god, it's both of you.
Now you can fight in death as you did in life.
Lito, I'm sorry. That's what you're working with.
That's fine.
2, 5, 9 of spades.
2, 5, 9 of spades. Sure.
Then Urrek.
Fuck.
4.
I got one of the same cards.
All right. So Lito, you could still fight if you wanted, and you do have a 9, so like you can put up like a decent fight here. But this big monster is coming. You guys are pretty hemmed in here. What do you two want to do in this moment? As this sort of creature and this like this horrible stench you've both. Oh, also wait, I didn't have you. I had you guys make the endurance about the stench, and I didn't. Or have I not made you? Had you make? You haven't drawn your endurance for the stench yet, have you?
I thought we did that last
I
round.
think we did that already.
You guys did
Yeah.
that, but I
Yeah.
didn't have you take any damage for it.
I
think so.
went. I mean, sure.
You took your damage from the attack. I haven't done the actual the thing of it.
What were my cards again, by the way?
4, 8, 4 of spades, 8 of hearts, 4 of diamonds. All right. Oh, you did your endurances. You hadn't done your resisting injury to go against it. But I'll tell you what. Let's skip that, and I'm just gonna do half. Both of you lose 1 more power just for the stench of it. Let's not. Yeah. Okay. Keep it easy. But at this point, this thing is coming. It is also speaking Lito. We did establish earlier that you might have understood 1 or 2 words it was saying. Oh, yes. The word it's using is a weird, like, you know it from like old Dwarvish, or there's a cognate. It seems to be saying the word artistry or art. And it seems to be expressing displeasure. You're not sure what it's saying. But it is very upset about something.
Is there anything in my knowledge as like from like, is there anything in the knowledge of me wandering this literal mountain for decades?
Yeah.
Where like I would have seen art or some sort of like anything that I would connect this to?
You may do a research draw on that. You have a bonus of 2. It's not on suit, so if you want to draw, you can, or you can use.
What is the difficulty of this?
This,
Is there, like...
because you've been here a while, I will say it would be great to get to like a 10. Higher than that, just like there's no upper limit. The more you know, the more you'll just be like, oh, okay, you know, sort of a thing like that.
Okay.
Alternately, you could do a detect vibe to see if you just like can read what it's saying, but that's gonna be a harder thing, and it's
I'll just use my 9. That's fine.
You use your 9.
To get
Okay.
to that 11.
It is describing art. The way it's saying it, I mean, the door of it had runes on it. You know that there used to be dwarvish, you know, that there are ruins of old dwarvish civilizations down here, you know, that you could like even point out to it if you wanted to. There's areas down here that have some sort of artistry. The problem is you're not 100% sure the context in which it's saying that, you know. It's like you're understanding one word and you can be like, oh, art, you know, you could be pointing whatever to it. But you're just not sure.
Okay, so what can I do on my turn? How many can I talk to it? If I talk to it, will that take my entire turn, or can I also move? You can if you will sort of, there's not even like formal turns. We'll sort of like draw as many draws for you as we need to, and whatever Urrek's doing at the same time, we'll kind of, you know, you can definitely, if you want to start talking to it, you can. We can see how that goes, and then you can just be like, I'm moving, forget it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I'll try to talk to it. I'll try to talk to it and just be like, you want art? I can take you to some art. Okay. You do have a sense that it is not understanding any of the words you're saying. Can I try? If you want to repeat the word it said, you could sort of start saying that, sure. Yeah. Okay, cool. Go ahead, and I guess that'll just be like a... That'll be some kind of will. That'll be some kind of, you know, whether it's charm, persuade, or communicate, basically. So, actually, no, it would be an intellect. It would be explain. It's literally explain in this case. You're trying to convey without words. So do you want to draw for that, or you want to use a card in hand? Are we drawing from a full deck, or are we drawing from... It's a full deck. Could be anything in here. All right. Let's do the heart of the cards here. Let's see what happens.
Lito, come. Ooh,
oh my
not clutch
God.
at all. Not clutch.
Okay. So
not clutch.
You understand what it. You're trying to say this word to it, and like as it's moving, it just kind of like, and you can tell it's about to attack. You can tell that whatever you've said has not. I said fartistry. Yeah, you said something wrong, or you whatever, and it's attacking. So at this point, yes, now you could move, or you still have your axe. You could swing at it. You know, I mean, you guys are in a bad situation. There are several of these monsters. Only a few have been destroyed, and they're kind of all congealing towards you guys. So you guys are pretty darn surrounded. We're in the wider part of the cavern right now, right? You're in the wider part, yes. You're in, like, the little break where stuff goes. But also, it should also be said, you are, like, there still is, like, a well coming up, so there's, you know, yeah. I'm trying to understand. Did we make it to the bigger cavern where there's a Sasquatch up there? No. Oh, my God. No, you haven't. You didn't make it. You and... So you, Urrek, and Atris all ran to the narrow passage we were talking about, and none of you got through it. You guys ran there and got hit by ink on the back and all fell back. Like, all right. You are still at the entrance to where this thing has emerged, yeah. All right. And Atris is gone. Is there anybody blocking the way from me running? Those ink creatures. Are in front of me. They're at this point, they've surrounded you two, yes. But they're not corporeal. I could literally run through them. You are welcome to try to run through them. I mean, it was pretty corporeal when it was putting its hand into your throat and trying to drown you.
They're like liquid, right? So they're like, it's like running through a wall of gross water. Right, yeah.
Yeah, you can try to run through it, why not?
I don't know, why not?
I mean, because it might not work, but go for it.
Might not work, might die.
I mean, I'm gonna Lito and Urrek, I'm pretty sure, are about to die here.
Right, can I talk to Urrek?
Sure, say something to Urrek, although it's like they're coming, so make it quick.
Right, what do you want to do? You want to go out in a blaze of glory? You want to try to get out of here, bud?
I think Urrek is going to be like, I want to try to get out of there, but I'm trying to think, could I charm or persuade it? Would I really?
You are welcome to attempt to, Urrek, but it's an uphill battle.
It is. I have way more in move.
And there's Like, there's like nothing we have on us that would make this
I
like.
feel like all we got is the try to run.
Yeah. Guess we could try to run or climb.
No.
You guys will try to. So basically, you can do athletics or move, both of you, as you just try to rush out. Okay. So are you guys going? Are you going in the same direction, or are you splitting up?
I think we should split up. Just
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So I know. Also, we know that the jellyfish thing can float, but do we know that these inky things need to have like a like they're liquid, so they can't really like.
Right now, they're
float
all
too?
like waist deep, emerging from this, rising pool of this black viscous liquid.
All right, I'm gonna say Lito's gonna take his axe and try to use it as a pickaxe, so he can try to climb up. And
So
just
Lito's
get
gonna
the
try to go.
fuck
So basically,
out.
you'll go high. Urrek can can sort of swim out. Okay, perfect.
You go
Yeah.
low, Urrek.
Yeah.
You go high,
you
go
take
low.
You take the high road. I'll take the low road. Okay, so
Right.
let's go to who'd like to go first
Remove.
for move, or Lito will be athletics to climb.
Right. Well, you went first last time. You want me to go first this time
Yes.
on the draw? All right, I'll go first. I don't have. I got a 5 of spades, which will get me to like an 8. And I would. It's like. Is it real difficult? He's been in here a while. He's good.
He's
at
been in here.
climbing.
What's difficult is that these things are still on you, and it's like
Like
there's-
they're approaching us.
It's like they're approaching you. It's like you're gonna have to like try to jump out of water and start climbing. But you can try it. I mean, you have your athletics is 3.
Right.
Are you gonna use your 5? The 5 probably won't be enough.
I know. Yeah. Let's try to draw, and we'll see what happens. If I die, I die.
Here we go. If you can get to a 7, you're kind of still in the mix here.
All right. Fuck. Well, it was real nice knowing you. I had a great time in this mountain.
All right,
It's on
Lito,
suit, though.
hold on. First of all, that's on suit, so you have this in hand now.
Oh shit!
Okay.
No.
However,
That would have
I
been your
wanted
draw.
that. I wanted that. Come on.
Oh my god.
That's a really good point. Sorry. Okay, so Lito, first of all, you go up. So you
Yeah.
try to jump, you try to get up, you try to climb, but it's just like the viscosity is too much, and this big thing is upon you. You can
Just die in peace.
you can do a fight or a dodge.
Ah, well. Let's do a fight, I guess.
Fight.
Just use the 10 of diamonds. Get me to a 13.
A 13 is a good fight, so you're going down swinging. This thing is a bit stronger of a creature. So,
Right.
you don't get to do it that. Go ahead and give me a resist injury.
With what? Oh my god.
You got 2 or 5, or you can draw.
Fucking draw. That's fine.
What's your
4
resist
cards.
injury?
We draw a lot.
4, okay. Hey, that's a 12.
That's a 12.
Okay, so you will take half of what I roll here.
Look, I'm trying to stay alive.
Just die.
here. No. I'm trying.
Goddamn dwarf, just die.
Look, I told you I was a survivalist. I'm gonna try to survive.
All right, so Lito, I have some bad news.
What? Yeah,
Which is that
I'm dead.
you are dead.
That's fine.
So Lito,
I wish I was
however, Lito might give Urrek the chance to live, because as
I
Lito
hope not.
swings doing this, Lito does like you have engaged and hurt the thing, and though it's like Urrek, as you start like running, you look back and you see that Lito is being like completely enveloped by this thing, but you see like the axe poking out of it, and then like you eventually see Lito growing still. This thing is not chasing you. This thing was injured by Lito and is whatever it's doing to Lito. Sorry, Lito.
Lito, you're a real one. You're a real one.
My lady, thank you for your service. All
I'll
right,
donate to a dwarf charity, I swear.
Urrek, move.
I don't like the way you said that. I was so demanding. Or move. Like,
Urrek,
damn.
move, sir. How you gonna do this, buddy?
I have a 5 in move. I
You have
an 8
a
of
5 in
hearts.
move, which is pretty good.
That can get me to 12. I feel like that's moving. I feel like that's me moving.
You just want to use your 8, or you want to do the heart of the cards?
I don't trust the heart of the card lately.
Why not? You could draw a king. This could be a king right here.
This is a gambling paradox. I don't want to risk. You know what? I'm gonna believe the heart of the cards when I'm more desperate.
Okay.
I feel like I
How are you
have.
not desperate right now?
You're desperate. This is a pretty make or break situation.
Is 12 not enough? Is 12 not something?
There are a lot of things.
Double digits.
Let me phrase it like this. There's a lot of things near you. And it's difficult terrain. And I've been kind to everyone. I've tried to be kind to everyone about the difficult terrain, but at this point, it is like it's chest deep water you're trying to move through.
How many viewers do we have?
We've lost some. They're too sad about what happened to Atris and Lito. And in some ways, most sad about what didn't happen to Swellington.
It's true.
I think this could be a high card.
Philip, send me a picture of it.
Of the card, just you?
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to look. I don't want to see.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
I will. I'll draw.
Heart of the cards.
Okay, here we go.
I'm about to Joey Wheeler this shit.
I think it's gonna be. I think Urrek's gonna get out because I think it is so rude to Atris that Urrek and Spellington both survive. That's what I think is gonna
It's
happen.
time. It's time to draw that time wizard.
Everyone.
Man. It's like
Everyone.
draw that time wizard and fuse it with your
Everyone
dragon.
quiet.
Ah!
Urrek does have a 5
Fuck
to
you, Philip.
move, so that gets you to a 9. Okay,
There's the
Urrek,
devil.
how much power do you have left, Urrek?
I'm
6?
waiting for you. And
Okay, if you want to, you can spend 5 of your power to draw an additional card and put it on top. Just
Fuck
whatever's on
yes!
top. You want to do that?
Let's do it.
Go for broke?
Let's go.
All right, 1 power.
If it's an ace, I'm gonna laugh so hard.
So Urrek, as you try to put everything into your escape, you see Lito and you're like, "Thank you for your service, my lady, thank you, I appreciate it." And you run, and Urrek, you just like, at this point, oh, you know what, we'll even say that Urrek's move, it's like, Urrek couldn't have even done move, as Urrek's like, I'll make it, and you turn your feet.
He trips over Atris's body.
He doesn't, actually, I'll say that at this point, Urrek realizes he doesn't trip over anything because the liquid is now here and you're floating in it.
Oh my god.
Like, you've lost all purchase from the ground. There's nothing. And as you're trying to run, you're like reaching for it and like, my lady, thanks. Oh dear. And then just like you realize like one of those things is just like emerging, you know, kind of, and
Jesus.
you, and as you've like put all your remaining power into it, you try to go forward.
I feel like
What
it's
is your,
like
what are
the
your
Indian
last
music
words,
playing.
Urrek?
I'm just gonna look up to the heavens and
That's not where you're going.
I'm gonna say
wish.
Elwyn. I'm just gonna say Elwyn's name, close my eyes, smile, and believe in Spellington to protect her.
Oh my god.
And then maybe just start to curse Atris, but like be cut off.
Somehow
by
this is Atris's fault.
yeah, somehow this is Atris's fault.
Oh my god.
I'll see him in hell in a minute.
I was so ready for you to spend the 5, and like if you'd drawn like a queen or a king, I was gonna be like, he gets away and he has 1 power and he'll probably die soon. But he's got what? No, I'm so sorry. That was so mean of those cards.
Cards, the heart of the cards have not been good tonight.
The heart of the
Not at all.
cards were
No.
not kind tonight.
They were great for Atris.
Heart of the cards were good for ages. Also, the heart of the cards were great, but you all started with amazing opening hands.
Yeah.
But sadly,
There's a Conrad's dark heartness of the cards.
cards of heart goodness.
Going back for Lito.
I'm so sorry.
Should have left you to die.
Honestly,
It's
though,
alright.
it also, and like, as Urrek is, I'm just gonna say this, Moses, Urrek is my favorite character you've had in this game.
I love Urrek.
But
He's
the
really
fact
good.
the fact that Urrek said to Atris, "Will you beg me for your life?" "Yes, save me." Nah.
Nah.
He deserved what happened. So I'm going to
Now
say
I see the alternate universe. When that happened, I shouldn't have even gone for Lito. I should have just run. I should have left both of you guys.
You're
so
too kind.
I'm
You
going to
should have
say
just been
that,
like, man, can't believe I got you to beg for your life, and then just ran.
haha, made you beg. Out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that at this point, as this cavern fills with this sort of ink, as this incursion from below, this dread flood, Spellington, we maybe cut back to Spellington just trying to move through these caves. No idea where he's going. No idea what's happening. But that is where we're going to leave off. I will be honest. I don't know what we're going to do next week because it'll kind of depend on players around. We will either wrap this up next week for those who have characters. I may do a situation where players who are dead can come in as like a Greek chorus of some kind. There actually might be a way to do that that'll make sense. I'll sort of see what's going on. But based on that, perhaps we will see if Spellington can get back to Elwyn and Alvin. Otherwise, we might be starting an all new thread. Because we have been in Ignador for a while and I've loved it, but I do know the next place we're going to look, and it's very exciting. So, stay tuned for what happens there. But guys, thank you so much. It's always rough when we have a big mass death like that, but also what a way for the three of them to go. I'll say that.
A delight.
At least you got out.
Oh God, the Spellington got out. That's so rude.
Spellington.
Well, thank you all for watching. If you like what we do here, if you're here on Twitch with us, please follow our channel, subscribe if you're able. You can use your free Prime subscription. You get one per month. You just have to keep reactivating it. It's crazy stuff. We have some other games on this channel, such as, and for instance, on Sunday, we are back with Here Be Dragons, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. They are trying to found a religion. It's silly nonsense. On Monday, we are back with the Dreamlands. Right now, I'm pretty sure we will be doing It's Alive, in which Asha will try to resurrect poor Frederica to get some answers on that stitched together woman, her B-Fry, who was unraveled by another Frankenstein guy. Things happen in these games, let's not worry about it. On Wednesday, we have Top Flight Tales. In our last Top Flight Tales, Dan made the character that I think is Dan's, I think that's the most joy Dan's had in a new character. Dan is so excited for this character. So we gotta get back to see what's going on with Fireflight pretty soon, to see how Nullify... Can you give us a little Nullify, Dan? I think they'd like to hear some Nullify.
Listen, sometimes I'm just in the fucking zone, okay? Sometimes you do these things. And sometimes you gotta know how to handle safety procedures at a Goodyear tire rubber chemical plant, okay? These things are dangerous, kids. And you can't let the government tell you what's dangerous. Now you have to do the research for yourself.
Wow.
That reminds me, Dan, off stream, we have to come up with the the fictional in-universe Goodyear tire. What their term for their fictional tires are. We gotta come up with that. Yeah. So that's that. Join us for that. And then 1 week from tonight, we're back with more Blood from a Stone. I don't know what it is yet, but it's gonna be great. Pour one out to Lito, Urrek, and Atris. Join us on our Discord where we can converse, communicate with us there. Go to our YouTube to watch old episodes more conveniently, or watch them here on Twitch, unless you're on YouTube, in which case watch them here on YouTube, or go to Twitch to also watch them. Oh my God. Our wiki. Okay, I gotta talk about the wiki for a second. I am hereby, at this time, unendorsing the wiki. There is an editorial change, there is an editorial attitude change at our wiki that I do not support. So I am hereby saying, do not go and read the pointed political commentary of our wiki that is out. That's a hatchet job.
Who hurt you?
Sophia. Specifically.
Himself. He hurt himself by saying the things he does.
No, go to the wiki if you want to read interesting kind of explanations of how these games go together and see all this stuff, and hit pieces on yours truly where they pull together all the quotes I've said out of context to make me sound like more of a monster than I am. How dare they accurately represent what I've said?
Hurt you.
I hurt me. Yeah, no, go to the wiki. It's very cool. Sophia works hard on it. It's very good. I don't care for this, though. This new page. There's a quotes page, and I don't like it. I sound totally normal. Thank you, Sophia. So yeah, there's all that fun. I think, do we have anyone to thank in chat tonight?
Tonight, no, we do not.
Then I'm just going to thank everyone who was in chat for participating. This was a lot of fun.
Thanks, Jeff.
Appreciate all of you guys. Would any of you wonderful players like to plug any of your own projects, goods, services?
Service.
Yeah, I offer the free service of reading a webcomic if you want. I do a webcomic. It's fantasy called Travelers of Talaria, and if you'd like to read it, it is on Webtoon. So
check it out. It is very cool. Anyone else? Okay.
Nah.
Well, thank you all so much for playing tonight. This was fun. I am sad to see these characters go, but again, what a horrific ending. Ugh.
I hate to see him go, but I love to watch him leave.
I'm sure that I actually didn't ask Lito, just for the record, just for posterity. Lito, what were Lito's final thoughts?
What were Lito's final thoughts?
Was just like I never should have decided to lead these people? What was Lito's last feeling?
I mean, well, probably his last feeling is he's pissed that he didn't get any sort of actual payment agreement. That was supposed to have happened, and it happened off screen, and he does not know what he was supposed to be paid, so he's mad because he feels like he got.
That's right.
Oh, Lito's last thought is like, however much they're paying me wasn't worth it.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, this was not worth it.
Oh, that's grim.
Yeah.
Well,
it's okay.
On that note, thank you all for watching. This was very fun. And we'll see you all again next week. Until then, have a dreadful night. Ooh.